Chapter of Facility Management. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank you on stage for inviting me on behalf of Malaysian Institution of Facility Management. I will try to deliver this paper as much as possible. And also in the paper, we will be talking about a little bit of a background of what is facility management, because there has been a lot of people, or rather a lot of definition flying around around the world, as well as in Malaysia itself. So let us just get ourselves into a common understanding what is facility management. Then we will talk about the evolution of facility management as a practice around the world since the 80s until today. Then we will also be discussing a little bit about two case studies in relation to facility management, technology, and data. So I will start my presentation today. Let us explore what is facility management. In the nutshell, facility management is about a provision of services to the built environment. It covers the aspects of multidisciplinary, influencing the efficiency, productivity, and economies of societies, communities, and organizations, as well as the manner which it interacts with the built environment. And this is a definition defined and agreed upon around the globe by an organization known as ISO. So this is an ISO standard definition of facility management. And for information, it is also important that to know that there are a couple of ISO standards for facility management already available, namely the ISO 41000 2018, 41011, as well as 41012. So there are 4 more series in the working at the moment. So this is how facility management is defined. It is important for us to understand this, or rather get hold of this understanding clearly, so that moving forward in our further discussion would be much more meaningful. Now, let us just explore a little bit about the deliverables. Yeah? In facility management, generally, there are at least 12 of these areas that falls under the responsibility of a facility manager. Yeah? It starts from asset management systems, KPI, certifications, customer satisfaction, warranty management, service help desk, sustainability, and then it goes on until operations and maintenance, asset life cycle, as well as financial planning. So there are 12 areas or other deliverables that will be the focal point for a facility manager in the delivery of the whole entire integrated facility management services. Technology and data plays a role in each single one of these bubble. Yeah. So it has some form of needs and requirement in KPI monitoring, in warranty management, and most of the activities are all in the operations, maintenance, and repair. So we cannot confine ourselves that data or technology and data only required in one of those, but it actually appears in all of aspects of the deliverables. Now, when we talk about scope, generally facility management in the built environment easily being divided into 5 categories, namely the planning and development. When there is a new facility or new asset to be developed, that is the first step of the whole entire chain of service deliverables. And then it goes on into project management, and then it moves on to maintenance repair, operations and maintenance repairs, and last but not least, things related to the support service to the facility management organization in delivering their services to the client. So this is facility management. If you talk about facility management in Malaysia or in any part of the world, it won't go far from what is stated in this, what we have I've elaborated just now. Yeah, right. Let us explore the market. How big is the market? How far we can go with facility management, and what interaction, or rather what is the effect of technology, the development of technology and data, analytic data today to the facility management practices. Yeah. So this is a report published by Markets and Markets, dated 1st March this year. It states that the total global facility management market in 2020 has reached up to the extent of 48.9 billion US dollar. This is a study conducted globally. However, what has happened in 2020, as we all know, COVID-19 has actually expedited the growth of, or rather it has actually suppressed the economies, but on another note, it has also expedited the development of other parts of our life, namely when we talk about how do we interact. So there is a need to use technology instead of physical meetings. So COVID-19 has actually pushed the boundary for the use of technology in our lives. Yeah. So as an effect to that, facility management took advantage of the situation, or rather in the position of being pushed to also adopt technology and data in the deliverables of the facility management solutions. Yeah, namely in the building management area, operations, and also more important, security management. Yeah. Computer-aided facility management has become vital in the delivery of services, namely in the area of space planning, equipment maintenance, portfolio forecasting, business continuity, emergency preparedness, environmental sustainability, and so on. So facility management has to change the way things are being delivered, the things are to be planned for deliverables, to be delivered, and how the development of new assets that has got to be taking into account the advancement of the available technology today. Yeah? And the emerging trend of digitalization has actually put forth IoT, Internet of Things or Internet of Everything, as the enabler for facility managers to deliver services more effectively with the least cost, as well as maintaining or rather improving quality. So this has not been greatly achieved in the past, but post-COVID, I believe when the business or the economy starts to reactivate, facility managers will have a different role to play, especially in the environment of post-COVID, as well as technology that is available today. Yeah. And the growth worldwide, or rather another study, the growth in the conducted by another study, Technavio, states that in the Europe, Middle East, and Africa, the incremental growth is expected to be reaching up to 678.16 billion with a CAGR of 12%. So this is another study, in a regional study, that states that facility management is moving forward. I believe there are many other studies, but I picked these two reports as an example, just to show how facility management as a practice is becoming more vital in our daily lives. Yeah, right. We move on. The next topic, I would like to touch about the evolution history of facility management. The first, or rather, the initial understanding of facility management is all about servicing buildings, building services. So it starts off in 1980s, then it moves on to 1990s, where services delivered are being integrated, and then it moves on to year 2000, where we have an understanding of a total facility management as a service. It incorporates energy management as one of the key factor to be considered, IT services, and also the emergence of PPP, PFI. This is especially relevant in Malaysia, where we have more than 40 PPP, PFI being awarded during the period of 2000 until 2010. In 2010, again, service integration came into facility management, but now it has broadened the scope, where people talk about value creation, or rather value design. And then we move on to 2020, where complete workplace management has become the new thing for facility management. It is still today valid, and moving forward, I believe this will take another 10 years before reaching to its maturity. And under the purview of, or rather under this environment of complete workplace management, emphasis has been given into managing intelligent buildings. We talk about sustainability, we talk about environmental. So these are the three components of key components that affect our daily lives that we want to move on with. And COVID-19, as I mentioned earlier, is a factor, a pushing factor for us to move further. Okay, let's touch about sustainable development goals. There are 17 identified sustainable development goals. I think this is not new to every one of us. But facility management, not many people realize that we as a facility managers, we are responsible to look into at least number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So almost more than half, slightly more than half of these initiatives under the SDG 2015, launched in 2015, fall back under the purview of facility managers. So we need to play a role in order to achieve the goal which has been identified under each of these, the objective of under each of these goals, a blueprint of to achieve a better and sustainable future for all. And facility managers are solely responsible to deliver, to plan, to deliver, monitor, and report the achievements of each of the components. So what has taken place based on these SDG goals? Countries, ministries, departments, NGOs have taken steps to design, or rather to review existing policies, and also coming up with new guidelines to address the sustainability requirements. So in the Malaysian plan, we have the 11 nation plan addressing about sustainability. JKR, they have come up with a new policy for asset management, and also guidelines for the deliverables of facility management services. And more importantly, technology has been identified as a component of an effective deliverables of services in the built environment to achieve the sustainable development goals. So these are the heading, or rather the new direction of facility management around the globe. And in 2018, British Institute of Facility Management has produced a paper embracing technology to move forward, FM forward, as a guide to practitioners to look into the possibility of using technology and data analytics as a tool. No longer as an enabler, but more so as a need, yeah, for us to move forward. Right. So having said that, now let us just look at what are the technology and data in facility management that we are talking about. So I believe in 2018, the National Asset and Facility Management Malaysia Convention, we have already been discussing about moving into IR 4.0 in the facility management practices. So this is nothing new. We talk about security, cloud computing, mobile technologies, machine to machine, 3D printing, advanced robotics, big data, Internet of Things, RFID, and cognitive computing. So there are many of these, but which one of these will be more beneficial to the facility managers? That is always the challenge and the question that's been asked. So to simplify things, I have actually identified together with a team of the technical team in the company where I work for. We have identified actually 4 areas or 4 FM spaces that technology can play a role. Yeah. First and foremost is IoT. This is, I think, nothing new. Again, it's about connecting every other thing that you do to the internet, and you have a real-time tracking of your asset performance, as well as the ability to do more with less using IoT as a platform and analytics, and as well as going into more automated collective of data. Yeah? So we will talk a little bit more on IoT during our case study. Second area or space of area of technology in FM, it's about automation. Yeah, it's about robotics, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. So incorporating smart building automation, i.e. example, human activity sensing algorithms, smart thermostats, smart AC controllers, you name it. All these sensors and feedback systems for decision making using artificial intelligence as to assist instead of human intervention has actually pushed the boundary further in the utilizing technology and data in our day-to-day activities. Yeah? And the last point, robotics for cleaning, maintaining transport, capturing evidence and inspection is one of the latest technology that is currently being explored and used. I would like to also share here actually drone. Drone technology has been being used for building inspection, yeah, external building inspection. Imagine you have a tall building. We used to have scaffoldings to reach to a certain level just to inspect the condition of the external facade. But today we have drone, which is safer, faster, and cheaper for us to actually do the same thing, getting better results. Yeah. So this automation or robotics is one of the things that I think it is currently being explored. Next is about building systems. Yeah, technology refresh on building system involves improving the performance of system components, improving the control systems as part of integrated building system, and most importantly is that potential of reducing the energy consumption, yeah, by using energy-friendly equipment, and also I think as we all know that ECMV is the highest building consumer, is the highest consumer of energy in any building. Therefore, by looking into available technology today and applying those technology and data analytics, I believe ECMV operations can be more efficient in terms of cost as well as the output. Yeah? All right. Moving on, last but not least, big data. Okay, I think big data, it's new to our country, especially in BIM. Yeah? It has been available for a couple of years, but of recent development, I think the government has taken initiative to push BIM as a must in new buildings development, especially in the government sector, as well as we have also involved in other aspects of analytics relating to equipment failures, yeah? Energy management benchmarking, as well as building performance, managing building performance through smart sensors and smart meters. So these are some examples of key technology and data applications in facility management practices, yeah, today. Now, I would like to take the audience today to dive into two case studies where technology and data has played a vital role in achieving improvement in quality, speed, as well as efficiency in terms of managing costs, as well as efficiency in improving efficiency in delivering services. Yeah. So the first one I would like to talk about would be the implementation of IoT Smart Building Project in Perkeso Rehab Center Melaka, delivered by JFM, as I mentioned just now, the company where I work for, as well as another very interesting, this comes in the form of video. We will look into this video where it is about new customer experience in facility management. It has also the element of less interaction with people, but more interaction through technology, with people through technology, as well as the interaction of human to the work using augmented reality. Yeah, so we will look into that a later on. Right, moving on to the project IoT. To start off, the problem statement. This is a relatively new rehab hospital housing about 300 patients. This is not an ordinary hospital, but it is a rehabilitation hospital. Was designed in 2015, operation for the last 5 years. Unfortunately, during the design stage, the system provided, or rather the control systems provided, mainly for the function of the building management system, mainly to function as a controller, as well as doing a little bit of data acquisition. But there has not been a real analysis being done on the data that has been collected, as well as to give feedback to the controllers to make adjustment to the output of the engineering system, mainly the mechanical and electrical systems, the aircon as well as the lighting. So that is a problem statement on its own. Right? So systems features with minimum automation capability, and then it has a little bit of disconnected functionality between power meters and also the data acquisition component. So it does not have analytics capability in managing the equipment. Yeah. So the solution to the problem, the client has been promised, or rather has been proposed, that there will be an improvement to the system, the existing system, with nominal investment to improve the system controllability, looking into the ambient monitoring. Ambient monitoring is important in this particular hospital because it housed people with certain disadvantage to certain degree physically. So the ambient temperature has got to be comfort to the patient. And last but not least, it's all about energy conservation. Yeah. So these are the three main objectives of embarking into this project. Yeah. So what has happened is that the implementation objectives has outlined two important or rather significant objectives to improve operations, quality, speed and efficiency, and to look into the optimization of operation costs. So these are the two key components of the objectives, yeah, in embarking into this project. And as an effect to moving on with that project, three things will happen. One is there will be a digital transformation of how things are managed and data being acquired today. Secondly, is that there is high potential of sustainability that has been put forth in the initiative in order to move forward, collectively involved in 3S, what we call 3S, the smart, savings, and also sustainability. Ultimate goal is to obtain data and speed. And last but not least, we have forgo or rather reduced low quality labor, because low quality labor means those people who are doing only meter readings. Now it has been replaced by meter being read through a system that gives a feedback signal to the controller, and the controller make adjustment to the entire system to react and provide or rather giving a better output. Yeah. So these are the three outcomes as an effect to the exercise of the project. Now, how it's being implemented in 4 stages. It is about monitor, analyze, optimize, and getting a real-time alert. I'll move on with that in a short while. Method. It is so simple. The existing system in diagram 1 and 1, with an improvement of IoT, what we need to do is adding 2 components. One is a selector switch to go into current mode as well as to switch on to the new mode. And then at the end of the new mode, there is an IoT controller box. This is a kind of like a brain where we have data that goes in, being analyzed, and then a feedback signal back to the controller to make adjustment. So it's a simple analogy of what needs to be done. This is nothing new again, but one thing important here that we have to realize is that although this has been available 20 years ago, but with the advancement of the recent technology, the IoT controller has become what was complex before. Now it is much more relaxed. Yeah? And what was not available previously, because some of these IoT controllers in the past came in huge in size, cannot fit into certain components of the system. Now it has become very small. Not only that, it is also cheap today. Yeah, sensors used to be huge and big and very sensitive. Now it has become as big as a 20 cents coin, very reliable, and furthermore wireless. So I think technology advancement today has allowed us to do a lot of things. So by having this project implemented with an investment of about 300,000, I think there will be a lot more potential savings that will come on as we move on with the technology advancement. Yeah. Right. So this is an overview of the installations, yeah, at sites, controllers being installed, sensors, feedback sensors, yeah, and also some what do you call this meters, yeah, meter reading components that provide input back to the dashboard. Yeah, so we will look into that dashboard in a short while. Okay, so what are the examples, or this is an example of what the readings look like. First and foremost, what I showed here is that we took on a baseline reading on the various systems, on the HVAC, water cooled system, air cooled system, AHU, CPU, FCU, and split units. And all this data provides an input to the total consumption of energy, and it can be easily plotted when you have sensors being installed at all each individual systems and also equipment. And as I mentioned just now, not only that the systems are being installed with sensors, they are also being installed with equal amount of controllers, yeah, where a feedback signal that comes back to the IoT device being analyzed, another signal to adjust will go into the controller and to make changes to the equipment or the system that is providing the service. Yeah, in the case of air conditioning system, it's all about controlling the airspeed. It's about controlling the chill water. Yeah, it's all about controlling the movement of vanes and valves. Yeah, so as a result of capturing the digital data, it allows us to establish controllability that is critical to optimize the indoor ambient temperature suitable for the patients and the office staff. Yeah, so that is very important. That is one of the expectations set forth by the client. Yeah, optimizing the ambient setting to meet both user satisfaction and optimize the energy consumption. So there is a balancing act by the controller in response to what data that comes in and comes out from the IoT or rather the brain of the whole system. Yeah? Right. So this is example of trending data that can be done. It can be benchmarked against similar equipment performing in other area or other buildings with the different with the same capacity probably, and also same output requirement. So with the data that comes in, it's easy to make benchmarking. Yeah. Right. So this is an example of a IoT dashboard that provides the output to the end user as well as the people who are in charge of facility management. We are able to look at results on environment, the operating mode, the lights, lighting systems, and it also calculates potential savings and the green factor. So all these can be done in one system rather than you have individually being done and calculated individually. So these are all encompassing in one system. So this is an example of other output on the dashboard, yeah, for individual parts of ACMV. And if you look at the top right red color, it also it has the potential of providing alerts. If certain things goes beyond operating beyond certain threshold that's been set against. Yeah. And this is another dashboard that gives you a report on the energy consumption today, yesterday, day before that. You can actually have this data tabulated, and as well it can also be broken into areas as well as equipment. That's how detailed the analytics of data being done in this particular project. So what do we get? Yeah, the value of implementing this IoT, we have a real-time monitoring of HVAC light system performance. PPM, yeah, planned preventive maintenance, can be executed faster with proper reference to actual data collected. And power consumption of chiller operations, temperature, humidity readings are done constantly without human intervention. That is very important because you will be able to get data, clean data, without human intervention, and this data resulting in high accuracy of data that can become information and knowledge. And then quality data is important for trending and decision making. And last but not least, it provides the opportunity to further integrate with other means, other integrations, yeah, IoT integration. So it's an example, what we have done in this project. All those that I've shown earlier can be seen or rather be controlled using mobile applications. Yeah, so it is now becoming more mobile than before. You don't have to be sitting in the plant room or in the control rooms to get data and information, but it is already available on the handphones. Yeah? Right. So moving forward, we have potential upgrade in relation to voice command and control lights and projector and air conditioning system. So this is with the help of Google Home applications. Yeah. All right. So that's it about the project that has been implemented using heavily talking about IoT. Now let's look into what augmented reality can do for us and how this particular gentleman here going into a building and interacts with or having meetings with other party, and his presence in the building is known so that other people that provide services will have data and information to react. Yeah. So that is one part of it. The second part of it, it's about augmented reality, where the facility managers using technology can plan ahead their actions in relation to providing services in the environment. So let's move on to these slides, to this video. So there you go. Very interesting experience the customers has gone through. And finally, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce a little bit of facility management. Malaysian Association of Facility Management, we have gone a long way. An association centric in facility management development. We have been in existence since 2005, and we have achieved quite a number of milestones over the years. And I would like to invite the audience here today. If you are not yet a member, please sign up. Do sign up, and you can have a look at our website www.mafm.org.my for more information. With this, I would like to thank UTM Space for inviting me today here to speak on this topic. It has been a very interesting topic for me to share with you. Hopefully, whatever that been delivered will be beneficial to all of you. So, on behalf of MFM again, I thank you to UTM Space for inviting us. Thank you very much. I pass back to Dr. Shahrizal. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will now take question. Yeah. Encik Najib Wancik. Okay. What is the challenge to implement technology in FM in Malaysia, and how convinced is the client with approach versus the cost to invest? Right. Okay. There are two things here. One is that what is challenge to implement technology? Yeah. One, the challenge has always been to convince the client. Yeah. Of course, with the examples that I've shown just now, there are always an opportunity for them to understand what has been done by others, as an example, and it can be easily shown to the clients. That is always the challenge, to convince the client. And secondly, the cost. There are also other elements of challenges, mainly the availability of the technology itself. It is available, but sometimes the integration is always an issue. Yeah, current system doesn't talk to the new technology previously, especially in the security environment that I've gone through myself as an experience. We have problem with security cameras in the using analog technology doesn't work well with digital today. So you have to change the whole entire system, which may cost the client substantial in terms of investment. Secondly is that sometimes when you have systems or other new technology put in place, there is also a challenge by the facility managers to actually deliver the maintenance services, because lack of understanding of the technology, probably maybe the second part of it is there is not sufficient support. So those are among the challenges. Of course, when we talk about cost, there are many ways of managing this. Of course, client will always look at it from the perspective of what do I get? I spend this amount of money, how much do I get back? ROI is return on investment is always the challenging question. Secondly, client will always say that they do not have budget because when we talk about implementing new things, has always been a development budget. So development budget comes in not in the in huge amount. So how do we move forward with that? So there is always an opportunity for an investment from a third party. That is from the service provider themselves to provide the capex, and the recovery is over the period of the maintenance, for instance. So it works well with the PPP PFI approach, but in most cases, cost to invest for technology today, it varies. Sometimes it's small, but you can get immediate results to gain. But some are big. We will take time, period of time to regain the investment. So there are many ways of managing all these two issues here. Implement technology, the challenge, as well as how do you get away with the issue or rather the question by the client on the investment aspect. So I believe that is more or less a good response to the question. Any more? Do you have any more questions? Yeah. Okay. Right. Thank you. Right. I don't have a name here, tapi ada dua sini. It is in Malay. So I read this in Malay. Apa perancangan MFM untuk memperkenalkan IR 4.0 kepada FM industri? Now, I will answer this in Malay. MFM seperti yang saya nyatakan tadi, kita dah gone through many years of almost 16 years in existence. Kita dah memperkenalkan, or rather kita dah membantu pihak kerajaan as well as the private sectors untuk bergerak maju ke hadapan. Dan dalam dua instant kita telah bersama-sama dengan kerajaan to promote IR 4.0, satu di NAFAM tahun 2009 and then NAFAM 2018. 2018 is more significant because tajuk National Asset and Facility Management Convention itu sendiri, tema dia adalah berkisar kepada IR 4.0. Jadi we will promote further. This is a platform today that we have taken opportunity to push the industry to move into this, as well as giving a little bit of understanding to the client, asset owners, property owners, even facility managers themselves, on what is available technology and how it's being applied and what are the benefits. So in this kind of forum yang kita involve ni, hopefully a lot of people will get benefit out of this. And then sejauh mana, second question, sejauh mana FM industry di Malaysia menggunakan teknologi dalam aktiviti harian mereka? Now, my observation, if you talk about technology, using technology in our daily operations and maintenance activities lah, because that is the main deliverables of facility management services. Operation maintenance and operation maintenance, repair and replace. So there are four actually key components of facility management that will be repeatedly being delivered and used by or rendered to the client and used by the client. Dalam environment yang mana pihak klien business activity dia adalah dalam konteks production, contohnya oil and gas, oil and gas, apa juga yang diproses itu adalah raw, yang keluar itu adalah hasilan yang akan dijual kepada mass, pada contohnya minyak dan sebagainya, ataupun whatever output from the petroleum industry punya refineries, plant dan sebagainya. In the production environment facilities, technology is actually very crucial to make sure that there's no tidak ada sebarang gangguan kepada output production itu sendiri. So kalau nak menjawab soalan sejauh mana FM industry di Malaysia menggunakan teknologi ni, pada saya di Malaysia ni I think we are still at the infant stage lah. Sebabnya bangunan-bangunan kita di Malaysia pun sendiri currently kalau kita perhatikan the teknologi yang kita bina zaman ia dibina 2015, 16, 17 itu tidak ada inisiatif untuk update and upgrade. Kita akan gunakan, even until today pun kita masih lagi menggunakan teknologi sampai satu ketika obsolete. Bila obsolete lah baru datang inisiatif untuk menukar. That is a challenge lah. So sejauh mana FM industry ni, kalau tanya soalan tu pada saya kata kita masih lagi di peringkat infant lah. Mungkin ada yang advance, tapi kalau advance pun mungkin dalam industri yang berasaskan production lah. Alright. Banyak soalan ni. Hazlin Garib, from data collected from the IoT, is it possible to implement artificial intelligence for decision making in the FM company? Yes. As I mentioned to you just now in the case study that I have shown, unfortunately in this short time and space, I cannot share with you the details. I do not have the time, as well as I need to get certain clearance to share with you, but it can be done. Yeah, it can be done. More so with whatever available technology today, it can be done cheaper, faster, easier, yeah, and as well as effective in terms of the output. So data collected is just a matter of getting the right data into the system so that analysis can be done in the correct way. Amir Farid, oh, this is my long-time friend. What is your opinion on client readiness to invest on technology than doing traditional way? As I mentioned just now, it is still a challenge to educate. So I think we have to use various platforms to educate the client that let's move on. Yeah. In fact, as I said earlier on in my opening remarks just now, COVID-19 has pushed the boundary for us to actually move faster. Yeah, if we are not moving fast enough, then we'll be lagging behind. So I think hopefully some clients in the audience today will take note of my points, and let's discuss the matter seriously moving forward. Yeah, and this is the last question. Bagaimana persediaan yang perlu untuk menyedia facility manager untuk mahir dalam? Okay, I like this question. How do you prepare the people? Yeah. Okay. UTM space itself here today, I think I'll pass it to Dr. Shahrizal in a short while, has the means. Yeah. We have courses being taught at master's level, professional masters, that will expose your mind and thinking process to move forward into managing asset and facilities for the future. We are preparing the facility managers today and giving them new skills and new knowledge to move forward, so that we will be able to embark on a journey to implement technology and data in facility management. And to add on to that, CIDB has also taken steps by introducing BEAM, where they have a BEAM center specifically providing service for training, as well as if you want to use their service, it's already readily available. So bagaimana persediaan, I think this is not no longer a hurdle. We are already into the journey. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So saya pass kepada Dr. Shahrizal. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and very good morning to everyone. Thank you very much, Mr. Shah from Global FM, and also Mr. Shah is Deputy President of Malaysia Association of Facilities Management. We work closely with MAFM and also CIDB in offering professional master in facilities management. This program we designed to cater the needs of the industry, because as we aware that in Malaysia we are now at the 60% of completion of our infrastructure. Whether we have our own airport now in very good facilities in KL, in Johor, and we have a good facilities for seaport, hospitals, and commercial building in our capital, in KL, and also in our few cities in Malaysia. Now, I think this is the right time for us to develop a good and professional and competent facilities manager in Malaysia. We work closely with MAFM, and also we work with CIDB Malaysia. We have one program we designed in line with the needs by the CIDB, which is one program we call a professional master in facilities management. The next intake is in June 2021, and for your registration you can just scan our QR code, or you visit our website, which is www.utnspace.edu.my, and then you can select the master professional in FM. This program, as I mentioned to you earlier, this program tailored to the and reflect to the specific needs of your organization, which is we cover the basic component or basic skills of the FM, And we cover also about the financial, about the IT, and also a wide range of the technology adoption. Okay, and in this program, all the what we call a trainer from the industry, and at UTM Space, our motto is from industry, by industry, and to industry. This is our commitment to facilities management industry in Malaysia. We are going to develop a competent and professional facilities manager. We have one cohort last year, which is intake last year, and then we hope all of you can join us, which is you can search or you can visit our website, UTM Space website, or you can contact us, our telephone, in our Facebook, in our Telegram, and also in our other means of the social media. And why we need to enroll to this program, the benefit. Okay, we have two certification, which is our professional master that we develop will be awarded by UTM Space. As you know, UTM Space is subsidiaries of the UTM. We provide a quality education of UTM, which is in terms of the learning materials, learning technologies, and also learning experience. And the benefits, first, you can get master professional or professional master in FM awarded by UTM Space, but this is non-NQA accredited. Second, you will be certified if you pass this master. Certified, you get an award certificate by a Facilities Management Manager, CFMM, by CIDB. Okay, that means you have a dual certification. And secondly, the teaching staff. Teaching staff by industry professional. 50% to 60% our teaching staff from experienced industry leaders. They have experience in the FM, and then they come to our classroom and they share the knowledge of the FM. What is the issue of the FM? What is the challenge? And we are going to discuss together in our classroom. Second, we are using what we call implementation of Industry 4.0. Our class, we run our class using various platforms, face-to-face, using case study approach, using blended learning, and also using what we call our learning management system. And as I mentioned earlier, accreditation, this is accredited by CIDB. Our program accredited by CIDB, and after you completed this program, you are going to be CFMM. This is the need by the industry. And OBE, implementation, we don't have examination, but we call KA, knowledge assessment. Knowledge assessment to test your understanding of the module that we talk to you. And second, PA, performance assessment. This program is designed for competency-based, which is we need to assess your performance, not to do the examination, etc. We assess your performance. Okay, this is why you need to join our program. And the structure of the program similar to other master, which is 40 credit for 3 semesters, just 12 months, which is every 4 months we have 1 semester, and another 4 months second semester, and the third semester is for the project. Okay, within 12 months and during the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And finally, this is the program is we are using project-based learning. That means more to the case study. You need to do a case study, and then in this case study, you will discuss with your trainer, you will discuss with your lecturer on how to solve your practical problem. How to solve your practical problem. Very interesting journey because we discuss, we debate about the problem, and then we find the solution. And finally, in terms of the cost is the tuition fees for 12 modules is 16,800, but we will help our student for EPF withdraw for your account to EPF. You can withdraw from your account to EPF, and this class we are going to conduct during the weekend. That's mean you work from Monday to Friday, and Saturday and Sunday we have class from 9 to 5 at our learning center in Kuala Lumpur, which is UTN Space Residency Kuala Lumpur. Okay, I think that's all from us today. And then to join us, please visit our website www.utnspace.edu.my. Thank you so much. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.